Well, welcome everybody to another Focused Strategy Meet the Founder podcast. I'm Bob Goodman, CEO and founder of Focused Strategy. And Focused Strategy is a consulting firm that was established to help startup founders reach their goals in an efficient and successful manner. And this is our third Meet the Founder. And what I'd like to do is introduce you to Kevin Davie, who is the founder and CEO of StickyLeaf. So there he is. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing?
Hey, Bob. I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Excellent. As I said, I wanted to introduce Kevin, CEO and founder of StickyLeaf, based in Colorado. I first met Kevin when I was managing director at Canopy Boulder, and StickyLeaf was picked as one of 10 startups from about 300 applicants to join the Canopy Boulder 16-week startup accelerator. So welcome, Kevin. It's great to see you again.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Great. To start off here, can you tell us a little bit about your background and why you decided to get into the cannabis industry?
Absolutely. So honestly, I'm a serial entrepreneur. Ever since I was a child, I've always looked for opportunities to run my own business. For most of my professional career, I spent time working in the technology sector. I worked from regular engineering role all the way through an executive role over about a 20-year time span. During that time frame, I worked for a lot of really cool companies, startups, and even Fortune 500s. But later on in my career, I really started to get the itch to go back to kind of that entrepreneurial world. And at the time, I was living in California. There were some laws going to effect that were going to change kind of the landscape for cannabis. So it seemed like a really good opportunity to do something completely different. And what I ended up choosing to do was to open my own non-storefront retail cannabis shop. So basically a delivery service. And coming into the space, I was a little bit naive, thinking like, kind of along the field of dreams, that if you build it, they will come, and signed up for some of the common directory services that other companies sign up for, and really just got nowhere fast. So as a result, I was kind of confronted with that choice of either going back to the W-2 world or trying something different. And of course, we went with the latter and ended up building out some technology that was really meant to just elevate our service. And long story short, we saw a lot of success with the technology. And within about 6 months of the initial release, we started talking to other companies about using the platform. In August of 2018, actually today is the 2-year anniversary of our first paid beta customer. In August of 2018, we brought on our first partner in a closed beta. Ultimately, we signed on 6 different companies to participate in the closed beta and built out the technology for another 6 to 8 months and ended up launching StickyLeaf officially in the spring of 2019.
That's great. I mean, congratulations on getting it to the point it is today. And I remember from when you were part of the accelerator, you worked really hard. You were really focused on building your team, on building the solution, on reaching out to the potential client base. So I was really impressed with how well you put things together and how quickly you grew. So that was really nice to see.
I appreciate that.
You bet. So why don't we go ahead and let you have the screen. So if you want to share your presentation, we'll go ahead and watch your 5-minute StickyLeaf pitch.
All right, great. All right, if you could just let me know once you can see my screen, I'll start the slideshow.
I see that you've done it. So
wonderful. Great. All right. So as you know, my name's Kevin Davie. I'm the founder and CEO of StickyLeaf Software. StickyLeaf is a revenue generation engine aimed at helping cannabis retailers grow their business. So let's talk a little bit about kind of what's happening in the cannabis industry right now. Despite the enormous growth that we're seeing, retail cannabis companies actually have a really big problem. Unlike mainstream industries that have direct access to their consumers and a level playing field for promoting and growing their brand, dispensaries and delivery services simply lack access to their customers and don't have the necessary tools that allow them to interact with their end users. The result is that these companies are forced to use high-cost directory services that are really more interested in promoting their own brand, because they want to maintain a direct relationship with the cannabis consumer. As a result of this dynamic, these companies simply just do not provide the tools that are necessary to allow a dispensary to engage with their consumers. This forces these companies to compete solely on price and reduces their ability to effectively create loyalty. The end result of this process is driving the whole industry towards a commodity status. Now, what we know is that successful companies are able to attract their customers on a level playing field in an open market. They're able to engage with their customers using rich and powerful tools, and they tend to provide an ongoing value that goes beyond the products or services that they're selling. These three principles are really what leads to a company's overall success and is how they achieve growth. Now, as we all know, today's consumers really expect a more rich and immersive shopping experience than maybe they did 20 years ago. People want to be able to make a purchase anytime, anywhere. They at least want to have the perception of immediate fulfillment. This doesn't necessarily mean a drone is dropping their product out of the sky, but it does mean they're getting some sort of immediate feedback to let them know where they stand. Today's consumers really want to see an ongoing value, and they tend to measure that value based on how rewarding and how personalized the experience is. StickyLeaf's revenue generation engine solves this critical problem by providing dispensaries with their own online white label storefront. This is really important because this is the base, is the foundation, I should say, of allowing them to own their audience rather than leasing them from a directory service. We provide these dispensaries with rich tools that not only tell them how their store is performing, but also allow them to interact with their audience, as well as tools for logistics and delivery management. Currently, StickyLeaf is making revenue across multiple streams. Ultimately, all dispensaries on the platform pay StickyLeaf a $420 a month subscription fee. In addition to the subscription fee, they also pay for add-ons in the form of usage fee and content. Add-ons, or the usage fees for SMS messages or marketing range anywhere from 1 to 2.5 cents, depending on volume. We also provide content as a service, so writing blog articles and providing other rich content, and we charge $60 to $75 per article posted, again, depending on the volume. We actually just this month are releasing our brand new advanced marketing features, which is opening up an entirely new revenue stream for us. We're really excited. Some of our largest partners have already signed on for the program, and it has a contingency model where for every conversion that we generate, we get a $10 contingency fee for generating that revenue. Currently, it's estimated that the market for cannabis in North America alone is going to grow to $24 billion by 2025. Of this $24 billion, about half of that money is going to be retail dollars going through these retail outlets. We realistically believe that we can obtain about 10% of that. We've been able to maintain profitability since the very beginning of this venture by charging our customers upfront. Over time, we've seen pretty good growth, but what's really interesting is the growth that we're going to start seeing from this point forward. And that's because of this new advanced marketing capability that I mentioned to you. Risk reduction has been at the top of our mind since the very beginning of launching the platform. Originally, as I mentioned earlier, we had a closed beta where we really refined our business model and try to dial things in. We've raised a little bit of money, grown our team, and really have been concentrating on building up revenue. Currently, we've actually exceeded 60 subscribers. We're working our way towards 70. It's really exciting here. Our monthly recurring revenue right now is actually just under 30K. This number is a little bit low. We have over 60 subscribers in the US and Canada and are processing more than $2 million a month in transactions. We've collected data on over 100,000 consumers, and we're growing at least 15% month over month and quarter over quarter. Our team has the right combination of startup, cannabis, and corporate experience to really deliver on our vision to offer a best-in-class, all-in-one solution that helps dispensaries not only promote and grow their brand, but also to engage with their customers. And why should you remember StickyLeaf? Well, first of all, our recurring revenue model and our SaaS structure yields high margins, and we have global scalability. our comprehensive solution solves a critical problem and creates significant value for our retail partners. Thank you for your time, and I'd love to answer any questions that you might have.
That's great. I mean, I think your presentation, and believe me, I've seen many of them, is the best it's ever been. I'm so happy to see the traction numbers being so strong and continuing to grow, as well as that's one of the best risk reduction charts that I've seen in a long time. So congratulations. And if you can give me the screen back, that would be great.
Absolutely.
So congratulations. I mean, that's
Thank you.
really super on building and scaling your startup. We all know that's not easy.
It's been quite a journey. It's exciting though.
I bet it is. And, you know, a SaaS-based solution is also a great one. And I know a lot of people are interested in very successful SaaS-based solutions. So I think it's a great opportunity. Can we talk a bit about the impact that the pandemic has had on, in general, the cannabis space, and kind of where you think the industry is going in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, what's going on in the world right now is both alarming and different than anything we've seen in the past. I think in the cannabis industry, despite the climate of the pandemic, is really in kind of a good position. The truth is, the pandemic has actually led in a lot of markets to increased sales and higher cannabis use, which translates to more revenue for our customers and more people who need an on-demand delivery solution or an online ordering solution. So from our perspective, the pandemic has actually helped with our business. The majority of our customers have not only remained open, but have grown over the past 90 days tremendously. In terms of where we see this going, you know, as an industry whole, we really believe that there's a strong likelihood in the United States that we're going to see legalization in 2021. There's a lot of talk going on right now about this becoming a reality. And when you look at kind of the benefits of going legal, it seems like it will really complement the need to kind of get past the issues that we're seeing in the pandemic.
I've heard that from many different companies that the pandemic, I shouldn't chuckle, but it's actually helped the alcohol industry and the cannabis industry quite a bit.
That's absolutely right.
That's very, very interesting. And clearly we're still kind of in the Wild West, and kind of, I call it the bottom of the first inning. But sure. It's people like you and your team that are, you know, breaking through and really making solid solutions that will be able to grow market share, I think, pretty quickly. So your SaaS-based solution has grown into a very powerful tool for cannabis dispensaries. Can you speak about the experience that you went through in building the current solution and why you kind of decided to focus on the StickyLeaf solution?
Sure. So the thing that's interesting about StickyLeaf that I think is maybe a little bit unique, as I kind of touched on earlier, is it really is an organic solution that was meant to solve an actual problem that we were facing. As a result, the feature set that we've developed, we believe, is really relevant to those that we're selling it to. We understand the problem from a unique perspective, really from the same perspective that they have, and this has enabled us to develop features that really make a difference. So from, you know, kind of the history of developing the solution, it really started out kind of, you know, somewhat selfishly, just to boost our dispensary brand. But realizing the potential of the platform and understanding the reach as an ancillary company in this industry, we really decided to focus on the software full-time around spring of 2019.
And your solution includes the delivery capability, tracking of delivery of product. What states right now allow the home delivery for the cannabis products?
Really, the majority of all states that allow for cannabis, either medicinally or recreationally, allow for delivery. There's only a subset of the states, like, you know, Colorado and Washington, that have a strict forbearance on them. But the truth is, what's really interesting about our solution is we offer a capability even for those areas where what we call our StickyLeaf Live menu, which a lot of our dispensary partners use for on-demand order, or excuse me, I should say for will call ordering. So for ordering in advance and coming in and picking it up. This helps not only with their normal day-to-day routine and simplifying kind of that fulfillment process. But specifically right now during this critical time with the pandemic, it helps dispensaries reduce the amount of people that they have waiting at their shop at any given time. So our live menu offering, although is very useful for delivery services, also has a lot of utility for brick and mortars that aren't offering delivery yet.
That seems like it's a total solution package for brick and mortar in the cannabis space, which is great. So I'm sure you mentioned that you're always interested in signing up new clients. Are you running any special promotion for new potential customers that might be part of our audience today, and how can they best access your solution?
Absolutely. Well, the best way to access the solution is by going to StickyLeaf.co and registering to become a user. We'll immediately get you in contact with an account executive and start rolling out your solution. We are currently offering a promotion. We call it the 3 and free promotion, where if you sign up for a quarterly deal, we'll give you 1 month free. So you sign up for 3 months, you get your 4th month free. In addition to the 3 and free, or to the free month, we are also waiving setup fees. So you get on the platform for simply the cost that it is to use the platform.
That's great. And do they need to use any special code or anything to access that?
We are going to set up a code. Bob, remind me what the code is.
Focused Strategy.
Thank you.
Is the code. And thanks for doing that. It gets mine top of mind for people as well.
I should have written it on the board. We'll edit that out.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yes, Bob, absolutely. They can enter the Focused Strategy code on the registration page. So when they visit StickyLeaf.co and enter their information, all they have to do is type in Focused Strategy to be eligible to receive the discount.
Great. That sounds great. Are there any specific things that you're looking for from our audience today? Any type of partnerships or obviously new clients, but
sure. You know, we're looking for any type of networking opportunity that will help us elevate our business. We're currently hiring. We're looking for technologists. We're looking for really good salespeople. We're even looking for project people. In addition to hiring, obviously, as you mentioned, Bob, we're always trying to grow our brand and to find new partners. So we're looking to connect with companies that are interested in taking their online presence to the next level.
Okay. And again, it's StickyLeaf.co. And as far as email, best way to reach is team@StickyLeaf.co. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, that's great. Kevin, thank you again for doing this. This is, I think, really going to be informative for the audience that will be watching this. And I appreciate being the third Meet the Founder podcast in the series. And I hope you stay safe and healthy. And what I'm going to do now is go to the final section here, but take care.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. I really appreciate your time today.
You bet. So let me talk about Focused Strategy for a second. We are a consulting firm that helps startup founders develop a clear strategy. Also, we can help build people, purpose, and process. We can also help in maybe making some connections if there's an interest in some investment help. And the bottom line is we want to really help accelerate growth. So if you are a startup founder, please reach out to me. My contact information is at the bottom of the screen. And plan on seeing the next Meet the Founder, which will be next week with Dan Rhoda, who is the co-founder and CEO of Abaca. So with that, I'd like to say thank you very much, everybody. Kevin, again, thanks to you.
Thanks,
and have a safe and healthy week.